Hello, welcome to the first official fall vlog. I'm on such a perfume kick lately and also mixing perfumes. I did this the other day and it smelled amazing. I mixed these two, the Quince Amber Noir. I'll put on the screen here what this is a dupe for. This is the Cherry Ambition by 𝒗𝒍𝒐𝒈. On its own, definitely just smells like a cherry but with a little something extra, but I like mixing this in with other stuff, especially if something's like a little bit spicier, but then you need to balance it out with like a sweet. I'll either mix in this or I'll mix in like pistachio brulee. Hot take on this, I ordered this because it blew up on TikTok and I got it from the TikTok shop, the 𝒗𝒍𝒐𝒈 That Girl Viral Vanilla. I mean, it smells like vanilla, but to me it just smells like a Victoria's Secret vanilla, which, hey, I love Victoria's Secret, like teas. This is one of my all-time favorites. I feel like the TikToks I saw made it sound like this was like the most incredible vanilla on planet Earth. Just smells like good vanilla. I don't think you need it if you have other vanilla fragrances. I talked about this in my fall makeup video, but the Burberry Goddess Intense, so freaking good. I'm addicted to this one right now. I feel like I've always been in a permanent state of perfume era, but right now I'm in deep, okay? I went down a rabbit hole the other night and ordered probably like 5 different fragrances that I had never heard about, so they'll probably get in during this vlog, so I'll show you when they do. Also, the other night I mixed Dime 7 Summers, which this is like a dupe for Ariana Grande Cloud Baccarat Rouge 540. I mixed this with, is it pistachio brulee? Oh my god. The Cherry Ambition. I also think it would mix really well with Victoria's Secret teas. And this is called 7 Summers, but honestly, I think this is like a cozy fall winter scent to me. Another sweet one I like to mix with spicier scents is the Ellis Vanilla Sin. This smells like vanilla marshmallow to me. Like, I actually prefer the scent of this vanilla over the 𝒗𝒍𝒐𝒈 one. And then these were the 2 fragrances that I brought to Tahoe that I used pretty much every day. The Ledda Orris, 22 Orris, and then 𝒗𝒐𝒈 Vanilla Oudgasm. This stuff you will get complimented on, and it is strong. Like, you only need 1 or 2 sprays of this and it stays on well. Definitely has a lot of musk to it and it smells like a nighttime fragrance to me. Not that these two smell super similar, but to me, if you like Glossier You, I think you would love Ledda 22 Orris. There's definitely some similar notes in there. There's a few things on the to-do list. Number 1, it is soup season, people. It's actually my friend Kristen's recipe. It's like a spicy sausage kale soup recipe. It's one of the best soups I've ever had. I had it at her house a couple years ago and I was like, you need to text me exactly what you did because it just screams fall. It's bomb. So I think I'm gonna do that first, but then another thing on the random to-do list today is to redo my gel nails. I did these at home, but they were super grown out, so when we were driving back from Tahoe, I filed them all the way down to like short, so that's what you're seeing right now is just what's left over. So I will show you how I remove gels at home and then also how I do them. Got a little dust on you.
Hi, little fall girl. Do you need a pumpkin spice latte?
But first, we must set the fall scene. By the way, if you haven't seen The Girlfriend on Amazon Prime, I have eggs going if you hear that, you have to watch that show, and she's making me want to dye my hair cherry red. That's what we needed. I need to share this matching set with you because I think it is the softest material I own. Like, I think this is actually the softest thing I've put on my body. Feels nicer than like, you know, that one material from Lululemon that's super soft. This feels even softer than that. And it is way cheaper. I wanted to thank Quince for supporting my channel and sponsoring a portion of today's video. They make some of the best, most like comfortable, high quality, good fitting pieces that I own for a reasonable price. This is over half off the price of Athleta or Alo Yoga. And I sized up for like a baggier fit. I put on sunglasses just so you could get the vibe of the outfit. But this whole outfit is actually Quince. The jeans, which I've talked about a few different times, one of my favorite pairs of jeans of all time. $50, might I add, and they have short inseam. One thing about me, I love a boat neck, okay? I just feel like it's so flattering. This was under $20, the boat neck. And then this is actually the second of this exact sweater that I own. I own the more like brown color. I wore that multiple times a week in Tahoe. The material's perfect. It's like has a nice weight to it. It's not scratchy at all. The fit of this is so cute. This is actually 100% cashmere, and I don't know where the heck else you can get cashmere for the price that Quince has it. Love a mock neck. I think it's so just like classy, and it actually has like mild shoulder pads, which kind of just like slims down your arms because it goes out further. By the way, one of my favorite things about shopping on Quince is they do have 365-day returns, which is so nice. When something doesn't fit, they just give you a QR code that you bring to the post office. You can easily print a prepaid shipping label. Perfect fall boot. You've got the tread on the bottom. These are actually water repellent, which I was surprised by because they just look like they're going to be suede. I wasn't sure how these were going to look with wide leg jeans because typically you see these with like ankle jeans, so I put it on with both. I actually think it works with like the baggier type jean that's really in style right now, or kind of more ankle jeans. I grabbed another cream sweater, but this one's long. Okay, they're different. I actually don't have a sweater like this in my closet anymore, and this just screams fall. Same kind of material. It's not scratchy at all. It just has a nice like thickness and heaviness to it. Another cashmere piece. This one is super lightweight, so this would be perfect if you live like somewhere warm where you don't really get a whole lot of seasons, but you still want to wear a sweater and look fall. It comes in a bunch of different colors as well. I feel like I could go to sleep right now. I'm so comfortable. This vest is one I know I'm gonna get a ton of use out of. I hope the color's coming off how it is in real life. In real life, it's like a rich kind of chocolatey brown, so pretty. I just have it on with a long sleeve and yoga pants, but this is around 70% off the price of Lululemon or similar North Face vests like this. Zips if you want to wear it like that. I like just like baggy. I think it's cute. I got a size small in this, so I do feel like it's a little bit oversized, which is nice if you want to layer like a jacket under it, but I would say size down if you don't. Quince also has men's stuff, so if you want to start getting ahead on gift shopping for the holidays, I picked up a couple things for my boyfriend. He has already tried these on. I gifted it to him early. Both of them look real good on him. I must say $50 for a jacket like this. I feel like that's a really good price. And it's around half off the Everlane jacket like that. This sweater is such a nice material, not scratchy at all. And again, it has that nice like medium kind of weight to it. So I would definitely get him this in different colors because he liked it, like the fit of it, like the feel of it. Quince items usually sell out pretty quickly, especially like the colors like this. So if there's anything that you liked, I'll have the links down below in the description box, and I'll also pin a comment with all of them there as well, so you can check them out. They also have kids clothing, like you saw, guys stuff, some home stuff, decor, fragrance, like they've got it all. So everything will be linked down below. Okay, I brought out most things. I'm just gonna prep the veggies so I can get the onion started sauteing. She says half an onion. I'm gonna do a little more because I like onion. I feel like soup in the fall time just makes it feel like fall. I used to be team like don't put in the effort to make homemade soup because I feel like a lot of them does require a lot more effort than like the taste. Does that make sense? It doesn't taste as good as the amount of effort that you have to put in to me. But this one is the exception. I am not above a canned soup, okay? Especially just for like day to day. But if you're making something like this, it'll last multiple meals. You can freeze it. Then you have like fresh, healthy soup. If you have a bomb, not super hard, not super time consuming soup recipe, let us know down below or link to it. The new Trader Swift. Clearly I have Trader Joe's on my mind. I was just reading this care label. The new Taylor Swift album just came out today. This might get me canceled, but I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan. There's about 20 songs that I like. I posted the ones I like on my Instagram stories. I listened to the new album when I was walking Maple this morning. Unimpressed. There's one song that I like enough to add to my library, which was Elizabeth Taylor. All the other ones to me sound so blah, and they all sound the same. Like they all sound so freaking similar. There's not one banger in my opinion. When I posted that on my stories, it seems like it's pretty 50-50. I'm gonna use this pan for the onions and then this pan for the sausage, just so I can do it at the same time. And then that one for the actual soup. It's okay, Meepy. She hates the sound of the clicker. Olive oil. Onions are done. I'm about to get going on the rest of the stuff. It's super easy. I already chopped up 3 carrots. She called for 2, but I don't know, 3 and 3. I'm gonna brown the sausage. Last time I overcooked it. I think you literally just need to brown the outside. It's gonna cook in the broth. So I'm not gonna cook it like all the way through in the pan, but I got the 𝒗𝒍𝒐𝒈 hot Italian sausage and then the regular sweet Italian sausage. Because these are in the links, you just have to open them and like squeeze out the meat. Kale, we're gonna do a few handfuls of kale. This is key because it saves so much chopping. It's a holiday hash from Trader Joe's. Butternut squash, sweet potato, red onion, celery, parsley, sage, and rosemary. This is absolutely key. Or, I mean, you could obviously buy all those things separately, but it's so much easier just having this. And then 64 ounces of broth. So I'm gonna do half bone broth, but this is chicken flavored bone broth, and then half beef broth. Well, like each full thing of this. And then this is the other key ingredient, Dano's original seasoning. Last time I think I didn't put enough of this in, so I'm gonna load it up with this. But the soup, if you do it the way that Krista made it, the first time I had it was super flavorful. She said it only takes about half hour to cook, and it cooks quick once it's actually in here. If you don't have one of these things, game changer for breaking up meat. I think that's browned enough. Obviously there's still pink bits, but like I said, last time I overcooked it, so I'm trying not to do that this time since it will cook in the broth. So I'm gonna toss in everything. I might wait and put these in like 10 minutes just because I can't stand mushy carrots. She's just simmering for about 20 more minutes. I tasted the broth and I definitely added enough Dano's. It's so good, and you don't need to add salt or anything, especially with the beef broth. And the spicy sausage itself has a lot of flavor. So not really one to prep. I mean, I'm gonna be freezing it and then just reheating it, but like not one that you wanna let simmering all day kind of thing. Now I'm going to remove these gels so I can put on a new set because they are super grown out, as you can see, since I cut them off. Over the years of doing my own gels at home, like on and off, I've tried different methods. This method, I think I like the best. I'm not gonna lie, it's still annoying, it still takes time, but it is what it is. The nice thing about doing your nails at home is that I can just put on a YouTube video, which I'm about to do. So I can just watch vlogs as I'm doing this, which makes it go by a lot faster. But what you're gonna do is start off by getting like a really gritty kind of file, and you wanna roughen up, like basically file off the top coat gel, and do this in like a well-ventilated area. I have the window open, and I'm gonna put on the fan here in a minute once I stop talking to the camera, but file off the top layer, like you don't want it to be shiny at all. And then once you have that done, we're actually gonna be using a gel remover. This is from Amazon. This just helps like break it up faster so that then you can use a tool and just like scrape it off. But because this is a chemical, you don't wanna get it on your skin at all or it will burn. Like literally just get it only on the polish. And then also I wouldn't even do things with this hand while this stuff is on it. Like I wouldn't work on my other hand while this is on because you just don't want to risk getting it like on your skin or where you don't want it. So basically I just do one hand at a time completely. And the other thing with this is that you're just gonna have to redo the process if you don't leave it on long enough. You want to leave this on for like 5 minutes or else you're just gonna waste time repeating the process. So I'm gonna look at the time, see how long this whole process takes me. Gonna get my YouTube video on. I've been loving watching Special Forces because Sean Johnson and Andrew East are on there, and they've been doing these like behind the scenes YouTube videos, so I think I'm gonna put that on.
Feels like I'm, you know, they talk about fight or flight mode. Did I get you emotional?
No, I'm like...
We should not get sick.
Okay, they've been on for 4 minutes. There's 1 minute left on the timer, which means that these first few have been on for 5 probably. So I'm gonna start scraping away so you can see how it comes off. Let me angle you down a bit. So they give you this tool in it, so you don't need to buy this separately, but you can see that when you start scraping, it literally just comes off, which is so freaking cool. And if you've done any other method of gel removal, you watching this right now is probably adding it to your Amazon cart because gels are just a biatch to remove. I actually prefer doing glue-ons only because the removal process is so much easier. And I have a really good product that also breaks down the nail glue. So I'll link that one down below too if you do prefer glue-ons. That one just literally makes them slide off whenever you're ready for it to. Just filing it off the last little bit. And for me, I don't feel it at all, like on my nails. I really like the gel brand that I used this last time. I'm gonna use the same brand, just a different shade, but lasted really well. As you could see before I started, like 0 of them chipped or anything. I just had to cut them because of the length. I definitely do a few things to help them stay really well. So I'll talk through that when I'm actually applying them. Takes me a little longer on my other hand just because this is my good hand right now. We were talking about this last night at dinner. Apparently back in the day, my boyfriend's parents were telling us how in Quebec, I don't know if it was everywhere or just like a Canada thing, but they were saying like back in the day, like their parents would get beat with a ruler if you tried to write with your left hand. Like you could only, even if you were a lefty, you were only supposed to write with your right hand. Feel bad for the lefties out there. Okay, gels are officially off. It's been 25 minutes, about 26, but that's also with stopping and like talking. So I was moving a little slower, but I would say about 20 to 25 minutes to remove your gels. And obviously if you had someone doing this for you, where they could do 2 hands at a time, then it would literally take 10 minutes. It's just because you have to wait and do 1 hand separately. Okay, so I'll have my light linked down below. Everything is just on my Amazon storefront under gel nails at home or nails at home. 2 major tips when you're doing your own gels at home is you have to lightly file like your natural nail bed, whether it's with like a buffing thing or just like a softer file. Because I just filed them to get the rest of that off, I don't need to do much more right now. You can see how where my nails we were in, see how it's like a different finish, it's like much slicker. You want to lightly file that just to give it some roughness, because it's just gonna make any nails you do, whether it's glue-ons or gels, just gonna make them last so much better. That's what they do if you go to the salon. And then just get any, like if I have any little leftover brown, I'll just file that off. Obviously I've already shaped my nails and filed them down. I would say do that in a separate day, because that's gonna save a lot of time, like I did on how I did on the road trip. It really did break it up nicely. Normally you would have to add that step into, which just takes longer. So if you can do that another day, even before you do the gel remover, which is what I did, because then you're having to remove less product. This step I feel like is key. I've seen people do this or not do it, but using a nail prep dehydrator, you don't need to cure this with a light. It just basically, I don't know, removes the oils or something from your like natural nails. If you're someone who, when you paint your nails, like the nail polish gets all over your cuticles and stuff, gonna be honest, doing your own gels might not be for you, because one of the keys with, did I just do this nail? Can't remember. One of the keys with doing your own gels is you have to keep the polish off the cuticles. If you get it on the cuticles, wipe it off, because that'll just cause your gels to peel up. So this step is when we start to cure. From here on out, cure everything. That just means stick it in here. I always do it for 60 seconds and then sometimes even twice, just depending on what layer I'm on. For the actual gel polish, I'm going to use this brand. I'll have it linked below. It comes in a set of, I want to say 6 different like fall colors, and this is the shade I'm using today.
Is that one of those red light masks?
No, this is my nail light.
Oh.
This is how you cure the gel polish.
Oh, neat.
Just saving $50, $60.
Baby's ready. She's got a poop in her.
Okay, poopy dog, let's go.
So even with this step, the base coat, still make sure you only get it on your nail and don't go all the way down to the cuticle. I leave a little bit of room between my nail bed and the cuticle because that's what they do in the salon. And you don't need to do like a thick layer. If you do a thick layer of gel, especially like base coat or top coat, it's just going to take longer to cure. You're going to have to cure it multiple times. It's just like unnecessary. So don't feel like you need to put a ton on. If you do get it on your skin, you can just, before you cure it, use your other nail and wipe it off. You want to do it before you cure it. Yeah, the annoying thing about doing this yourself is that obviously, again, you can only work on one hand at a time. When you're in the salon, this is when they would obviously switch and start doing this hand. So it does take a little bit longer, but when I'm not vlogging it for you, I would be having, a video on right now. By the way, we haven't eaten the soup yet for dinner, but I tasted a little bit and it is bomb. Much better than the first time I made it. So just like, if you want to recreate that, follow the steps that I showed. I could have put the carrots in a little bit later. The carrots are a little mushy, especially when I microwave it. It'll probably cook them a little bit more. And I put a crap ton of Danos, like I'm talking literally tons. So do it generously. So there's no real like trick to the color. Same thing, just don't get it on your skin or your cuticles. That's really the only thing. And don't do too thick of a layer. We're gonna do 2 coats. You could do 3 coats if you want, if it's like a sheer color, but if you do that, definitely do like very thin layers. Ooh, this looks like it's gonna be super pretty. It's like a warmer brown. I should have said, and I didn't even do it, but push back your cuticles. So you can see I'm not getting all the way down to my cuticle. I feel like I've said that 85 times. Until you cure your nails, they're wet. So like if you need to adjust anything, if you get it somewhere, you can still fully wipe it off until they're cured. Yeah, my cuticles are looking horrendously dry, but haven't done the top coat yet. But just so you can see the difference between 1 coat and 2 coats, you can see how much darker the second coat gets. Okay, here are the final gel nails. Super nice and shiny with this top coat. And this is a no wipe one, so you don't have to do anything to it after you cure it. I also could not find cuticle oil, so that would certainly make my cuticles look a little less crusty. Okay, so the whole thing took about an hour and 15 minutes, but again, that's with me vlogging and like stopping, so probably an hour total if I was not vlogging. Something I randomly discovered that actually tastes so good. Get a whipped topping that you keep in like the freezer. This is very low calorie, 2 tablespoons, has 20 calories. It adds some good sweetness. Also the texture frozen is so good on, well, by itself or on coffee, honestly. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so satisfying. A urge just came over me to bake muffins. Luckily I have this that's been in the pantry for a few months, but this is very fall-y. I love a good from scratch bake sesh. However, today's not the day. We've got a lot to do today. I think what's happening right now is I'm just procrastinating working. You can make this into like a loaf bread, but I think I'm just gonna do muffins so that we can freeze some. Mine only made 11, so apparently I poured them pretty hefty. Okay, so as I think I mentioned in this vlog, I'm just massively in the perfume mood right now. So this one I bought because someone on TikTok, the way she described it was like very strong coffee notes and sweet, but like she said it was super unique. And this guy is pricey. Okay, I got this from Nordstrom, Montserrat Paris Amour Cafe. I want to love this one so badly because it has really strong coffee notes, which I love. I just think it's too much caramel. Like it is very sweet. I think it's one of those that will give a lot of people headaches. Like it is too sweet in my opinion. I wish it had all of the other notes but just like less sweetness. I love the packaging. It's like very classy and it just kind of magnetizes down like that. Yeah, I don't think it's one that I will be keeping because it's just too much. This next one is new from Marc Jacobs and I decided to start getting like roller balls when I'm just trying a perfume for the first time if I'm not getting it in store. Like if I don't know I like it, basically. It takes up less space. I have a ton of perfumes, but this is the new Marc Jacobs. I think it's called Absolute Perfect Absolute. And this has a lot of notes that I knew I would like. To me, I do like the smell of this one a lot. It just smells like 5 other perfumes that I own. It smells very fall to me, like in the sense that it smells very cozy, very warm, like inviting. I need to try this again because the other day I put it on and I felt like I sprayed a lot, and then I asked people I was around if they could, if I smell good, and they said they couldn't smell anything. So I don't know if this is one that doesn't have good lasting power. I'm gonna need to try it again, but I felt like I sprayed a lot, so we will see on that guy. I think my favorite of the bunch is this. So Angel, like just classic Angel, is my mom's go-to perfume. For years she's been wearing that. I love the Angel Goddess in the gold bottle, like the coconut one. Incredible. And then my other favorite is, why am I blanking on every name? It's the one in the purple bottle. That one I get so many compliments on when I wear it. I just feel like the alien fragrances are some of the most unique, and that's exactly what this one is. This is, I think it's Stellar. Yeah, Angel Stellar. It has like the classic angel smell, just the regular one, but then it's like nighttime. This I think would be a really good like going out to dinner kind of fragrance. It's definitely not a daytime one in my opinion. I don't even think you can describe this. It's not like anything that I own really. I really like this one. And then this was like more of a summer kind of fragrance, but I had my eye on it already, like it was in my cart, the rollerball to try, and then Sephora, when I purchased the other ones, they gave this as a free sample. This is straight up creamsicle. I'm actually surprised that I like this one, but I do. Will I be wearing it in fall, winter? Definitely not. To me, it's like a total spring, summer kind of fragrance, but I think this will be really nice mixed with like something a little spicy, like maybe even Flower Bomb, because this is very sweet and very orangey, like lots of clementine definitely comes through, but I do like this one. And then this one I actually got in PR. This is the same brand as the cherry perfume I like, the Seven Virtues. I think they have good mixing fragrances. Let me look at I have like the sheet here. The top notes are buttercream icing, rum essence, lemon zest, and then there's maple, fluffy pancake accord, toasted caramel swirl. Base notes are creamy sandalwood, cashmere musk, and tonka bean. Yeah, this smells very sweet. Again, it's like, I would say the sweetness is on par with this, but less. Like this is a little less sweet, even though it's still very, I mean, the maple comes through. To me, it smells less like buttercream and more like maple icing. For me, I would need to mix this with, again, something like a little spicier just to balance it out. If you know my perfume kind of taste, let me know if there's any you think I should try. Okay, I'm still completely setting these up right now, or setting my new phone up. So I'm just like doing the initial, playing around. But one thing I noticed, look at the camera difference off the bat. The 16 Pro just in the basic mode, and I haven't, changed any of the settings. This is just on the standard profile. I don't know if you can tell, this one is more yellow and like warm toned. This one is quite a bit more cool toned and white, and I actually prefer definitely like more cool tone blue white photos rather than like the yellow tint. In the top right, they have like styles, vibrant, natural. Yeah, no, it's still much more warm. Okay, ethereal might be closer. It looks like it brightened it up. I'm gonna have to play around with all this, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to just create a custom like color profile and create it to look a little bit more like this. Okay, washed my hair last night, clearly. So we gotta do something with this. I've been loving the Orbe Gold Lust heat protectant spray, and it smells incredible. We just made pancakes and I need to be rolled out of here right now. I think it's just the easiest and quickest way to style short hair in my opinion. I still have my Dyson. I literally never use it because I just don't think it looks as good with short hair. I really like the big blowout kind of look on longer hair. But the key with this thing is to brush your hair out first so that you're not pulling on your hair with that tool. It should just like glide right through. You can see the before and after just on this side, but super quick, and I love the like flip that it gives my hair. And I kind of perfect the top layers. The bottom I don't really care about as much. It's Friday today. It was supposed to rain this whole weekend, but right now it's been sunny all day, so I'm gonna get some editing done. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to go to, there's like a fall fest thing that's happening that we're gonna go to with my friend and her husband, and then watch the Ducks game afterwards. That's my like 10-15 minute hair right there. If you need a super glossy clear gloss, the Huda Beauty one. Brilliant. Oh my god, look at this beautiful morning light right now. But I'm gonna end off this vlog here. I'll have all the Quince products I talked about and some of my other favorites linked down below in the description box. I guarantee you will not be disappointed by the quality. And again, they have 365-day return policy and free shipping. Between that blow dryer and the sun, I'm getting a little toasty in here. I hope you're having a good start to fall. Lots of pumpkins, lots of pumpkin spice lattes. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.